Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Holy moly. Well, it's nice to be rewarded for active participation in the ecosystem. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet. If you have not had the opportunity to experience this, I don't know. Maybe perhaps you might consider it. It feels pretty good. We're going to go over the FLR token and a little bit of the Jupiter exchange token and just the idea and concept of being rewarded for active participation is really, really cool. Something that the XRP holders don't have. And I hope one day we will have that. I hope one day that Ripple and that little subdivision, whatever it calls, that's Ripple X, the XRPL Foundation. Hopefully, they'll come up with something to reward participation and reward active XRP holders. Hopefully, they'll come up with something. At the moment, you just gotta, you gotta find the ones that are rewarding. FLR is doing it, and Jupiter Exchange is doing it, just to name one ecosystem in the Solana ecosystem, by the way. But I think Jupiter is changing the game, and I love the creativity. And there's something, they got something called ASR rewards. We'll get into that as well. Look, the market is doing what it does, family. The market is doing what the market does. What are you going to say? Everything's up like 4.5%, 5% from where it was in the doldrums just hours ago, 24, 48 hours ago. So it's just doing what it does. It's moving, it's ranging sideways. We still got the summer doldrum, in my opinion, well, are we in July? So we got July, we got August, and September will begin to give a little bit of hope. And then I think October is when we'll kind of begin the stage or phase of losing our minds. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like, I think. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to get into some stuff real quick. Let's see. We're going to do a little testing on the FLR, on the asset beta on FLR networks. We're going to get into that. We're going to share a couple of videos talking about Ripple's RUSD. That's pretty cool. We'll talk about that. We'll get into that a little bit as well. The Ripple stablecoin. Yeah, they got to make it work. They're going to have to make it work for sure. And I do hope that we do get some great stuff for price movement for XRP this season. I think we will. I think the cloud on title is still there without question. But I do think now that, retail does have access to exchanges to get the asset XRP, unlike in the 2020 and 2021 bull run, they didn't have access. You understand? So that's going to be crucial. And retail investors are retail investors. They're going to look at the top 10 stuff and say, Bitcoin, I can't get enough of that. They're going to think Ethereum, I can't get enough of that. They look at BNB and say, maybe. They'll look at Solana, say, maybe. And they'll look at XRP at less than $1. I mean, it's just, it's not hard. Do you remember when you first looked at the top 10? Were you looking at blockchain technology? Were you learning consensus mechanism? Were you on that? Were you learning about proof of work and proof of stake? No. When you first looked at the top 10, you looked at what you could afford and what you can get the most for with your dirty, nasty fiat. I mean, so now there's the exchanges. It's going to be accessible to retail. It'll do its thing. It will certainly do its thing. I'm expecting 20, somewhere around 20, maybe 25 or 6. We'll see. But that's what I'm expecting. That'd be awesome. I mean, it'll be well deserved for a lot of people. It'll be well reserved for a lot of us that have been holding. And I will do my darndest not to be angry at the XRP that was stolen from me in a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. I will do my darndest to not be angry about that. I will take what I've been blessed to still have, and I will take that and I will change that and make that into multipliers. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And if the people from Ripple X, they make the stablecoin thing work, and they're allowed to provide liquidity incentives event, and they are allowed because of the lawsuit once the lawsuit's over. And if they do that, and if they make that stablecoin work, then I will take more of my dirty nasty fiat and buy more XRP. This is a long game. It's just getting started. It's just getting started. So you know, you got to do what you got to do. So hopefully, I do think we're going to get that again. I don't even want to say hopefully. I do think if retail has access, XRP will do its thing in this coming bull run. All right, so there it is. I've rambled long enough. Let me go over these numbers real quick, family. Again, the market's just doing what the market does. XRP's up a little bit. I was looking at that earlier today. Let's share the screen. Let's go over CoinGecko real quick. Copy. Layer 0. Okay. Up 10%. Up 11%. Okay. All right. So according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is up 2.9%, currently at 2.24 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 51%. Bitcoin's trading at $57,810 again. On the 30 days, down 18%. Ethereum is trading at $3,055 again. And on the 30-day, it's down 20%. BNB, no, let me do BNB. Solana is trading at $142 again. And it is down 17% on the 7-day. There are so many people, so many things building on Solana. It's kind of crazy. The whole Rust movement. And anyway, it's kind of crazy. XRP is trading at 44 cents again. And it's down 14.9%. 14.9% on a 7-day. Holy smokes. All right. So on the 30-day, what's videos that I want to share? Let's share. This was one. This was interesting. Mr. Mann shared this.
Ripple's work enable.
Okay. It's an interesting little discussion here about the stablecoin at Ripple. From, I guess she's the policy, Ripple's head of U.S. policy, Lauren Believe. Interesting. Navigating the future of crypto policy and innovation with Ripple's Lauren Believe. Take a listen here. This is a good listen. Again, this is to kind of add some context to where they're looking to go, right? And I think that's important to understand. Take a listen here.
Global financial institutions, businesses, governments, and developers to move, manage, and tokenize value. So we're excited to have Lauren here today to speak with us, tell us more about Ripple's policy engagement efforts in Washington, D.C., and how everything's going with crypto heading into kind of the end of the year, the second half of the year. So Lauren, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Obviously, I feel like so many things at Ripple, like the hits don't stop. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you all announced you'll be launching a stable coin here in the near future. How do you think about that, specific new product, Lauren, in the context of the stablecoin, economy and the benefits there, and how does it fit into, kind of the broader picture as you touched on, with enabling commerce and transactions?
No, this is absolutely thrilling. In terms of taking a step back, Ripple has enabled the crypto solutions for businesses around the world. We are in 67 countries. We've launched payment systems and pilots from Brazil, South Korea, Palau, and you have to really think about what that means for like the general globalization of the world. The next step is stablecoin, and we are really excited about this launch. We keep hearing from our customers, this is a customer demand, that they want a common dollarized method of transaction, and that is widely available and always on. And so we hope that this will be the right fit for our existing business channels. And there's so much opportunity here. Today, the stablecoin market is about $150 billion, and we have not entered that market yet. And we expect this market to exceed nearly $3 trillion by 2028. That was independent research that was done. And I think that clear demand is showcasing that the trust, stability, and utility from a company that is compliance first, which Ripple is, would be an ideal player. And we're looking to have this pegged to both the XRP ledger and the Ethereum networks.
And tell us more about where that syncs up with the government, you know, and where there are kind of partnership opportunities for you all with government on moving stable coins forward.
Yeah, well, currently we are working very closely with the New York DFS, and that's a focus for us. And we are complying with all current law, both mostly through the state level. But what's very exciting is, as we speak, the Congress is negotiating a stablecoin bill between Chairman McHenry and Ranking Member Waters. I know the Senate is involved, the Treasury is involved, the New York Fed is involved, as is the state. And so that's something that could really set a great pathway, hopefully for both state pathways to have jurisdiction over this, as well as having a federal oversight. And then we will be able to have the regulatory clarity, not only to operate in the country, but also to identify really good US banking partners and have that business relationship and the security around that business relationship that we want to pursue.
And is the same thing happening globally for you all as well?
Yes, it's definitely a global market. And we're seeing actions, you know, across the board, both in the EU, UK, Singapore. And so this is something that we can see start in the US with our launch and expand.
So that's good. I think that's awesome. Obviously, working with the NYDFS is massively important if you want to get some stuff done in the US. You definitely want to be able to work with them. That's, to me, is Ripple's advantage, is and almost an unfair advantage, is they are on kind of on the other side when it comes to working with regulators, which is hugely important in trying to be as compliant with, you know, with cooperative regulators, and being you know, compliant as humanly possible and establishing those relationships is going to help immensely, I think, with the stablecoin. It's very, very clear that Tether's going to be, you know, is going to be exiting the U.S. markets. It feels like that way to me. And Ripple's going to go in there and be able to grab some of that market share. Interesting that the stablecoin is going to be on both the XRPL and on Ethereum. It's interesting. Now, there's a market in Ethereum for sure. Right? That's where, yeah, there's a lot of market share on Ethereum. But you know, for me, I will definitely be taking advantage of the stablecoin that is on the XRPL and leveraging both the EVM sidechain and probably most likely, you know, FLR networks with my XRP, and going to the ecosystems and just kind of just going through, taking advantage of both ecosystems to participate in places where I can use both the stablecoin for yield and the XRP for sure. So it'll be interesting to see how FLR Network stablecoin is going to operate. That's going to be interesting and fascinating to see. And I'm going to go to where my assets are treated best, right? As retail, we want to go to where our assets are treated best. Which ecosystem is going to treat us the best for holding XRP, for holding a stable coin? Who's going to treat us the best, right? That's ultimately, for me, that's what it's going to be about. This is an interesting little chart here. This is interesting. It says XRP is from the block bull. XRP is also forming a doji candle in the weekly, signaling indecision against Bitcoin. Historically, XRP rallied the full measured move within 8 weeks last time this occurred. So measured move is about 6,000%. That's a roughly, is that 60x? Yeah, that's about 60x. So anyway, that's interesting. So we'll see if that will happen. My guy, High Altitude Investing, has said that XRP is going to hit new all-time highs. Back in the day, you know, he used to talk in that $10 to $16 range, and but you know, the other guy, I forget his name now. You know, he was more in that $15 to $25 range. So we'll see. Again, access to the asset from retail is going to be significant It's going to be massively significant. And so hopefully we'll get a chance to kind of leverage that. So I got the word today. I have been an active participant in the Jupiter Exchange kind of ecosystem. I didn't chase the game, actually, I think, yeah, I didn't chase the game for sure. Then I feel like I got airdropped something else. But in any case, very, very small amount. But they have this little incentive program going on, and it's not really an incentive, it's a program that I think is really, really cool. And it's kind of like not only acknowledging active participation, but rewarding active participation. And I think that's huge. And I think that is the move going forward. And I think this is what FLR is doing as well. It says active staking rewards is an innovative way to reward active participants with JUP, allowing them to accrue more voting power over time in the simplest way possible. It says what's in the ASR pool? These are tokens distributed for this ASR period. 0.75% of projects launched on the FLR launchpad. They have a launchpad, plus 50 million JUP from JUP's uses of the FLG launchpad. When claiming your JUP, it will be added to your stake. The rest of the tokens are distributed. So what they reward you to do is for not just staking, but for actually participating in the voting. And obviously, by participating in the voting, just like the Cosmos ecosystem does, they incentivize you for active participation, not just staking, but how about going over the proposal? Even if you gotta get somebody AI to summarize it for you, right? Going over the proposals and then voting as well. And I guess it allows for people to not just actively but participate, but know what's going on. I got into this kind of late. I think there were 9 total votes, but the active staking rewards happen, kind of votes in. I don't know what number, but they're going to reward you, even though they're going to reward you for all 9 votes, even though this thing might not have started until 4 votes or 5 votes or 7 votes, whatever. They're going to reward you for all 9 if you participated in all 9. I think I only participated in 2 of the 9 because I just got involved in kind of the ecosystem. But I just love the idea of active participation being rewarded. I like that. And I think that others are going to follow something very, very similar to this. But and I'm going to go over FLR as well. Now, FLR just has a nice reward system for active participation. I don't think there's like voting active participation yet, but FLR has a nice ecosystem, I think, or model that just, you do this thing here, you get rewarded for this, you could take these rewards and put those rewards somewhere else. It's just a nice economy that I like. So anyway, design goals when designing. Okay, we don't need claiming rewards. Okay, we don't really know about that. But I'm going to claim the rewards here later. But these are kind of the things you can get here. Some launchpad tokens. This is a meme coin, some JUP. And I think I don't know if they add those to your current stake, but you got to stake. And I think they add those to your staking as well. So, yeah, we'll have to do that. So remind me not to forget about Galaxy for the XRPL and their little quest thing. I had to do it on a different browser because it was just Crossmark Wallet. It's not working on freaking 2 out of my 3 browsers. It's not working. All right, so let me stop the share. What's going on, Crawfish? Do a live chat. XRP Cookies is in the building. How are you, friend? So yeah, I get excited about that. I really, 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 really do. When people decide to reward you for active participation, I think that is super, super duper dope. When they do that, I forgot to do my banner bubbles with you guys real quick because the banner bubbles is important just to kind of give you an idea. It's my guess. It's my thought that if you're performing well over Bitcoin in the sideways ranging stuff, I think you perform even better when we really get into the stuff. That's my kind of view on it. So let's look at Banner Bubbles again and see what's good. I forgot to do that. Let me refresh this and save you guys from refreshing the horror of refreshing. So let me refresh this Banner Bubbles. I know as soon as I refresh it, it's not going to work. So I'm going to save you guys that. Then I'll share it with you. Oh, it worked. Oh, well, how about that? 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 Okay. Just heads up. Some people I was watching an interview for, I think it's called the Game On podcast. Two really, really smart guys. And they were saying that people are upset. The OG people are upset about tokens and ecosystems that are doing well, that are memes. It's interesting to me. So anyway, you can see that WIF and Bonk, this is versus BTC, are just killing the game. 35% better, 3,500% better. Brett, 13,000% better. WIF, 31,000% better. That's pretty freaking good. So if you don't have any of those, look, Pepe's at 218%. It's another meme coin. So there's 4 meme coins outperforming Bitcoin on the year. So on the year, which is pretty good. So hopefully you have some of these tokens. You got Caspa. It's kind of a new layer 1. They're built on something called Block DAG, I believe. That they believe this separates them from Bitcoin. And Marathon Mining actually is mining this token, which I find to be very, very fascinating. Now, this is relatively new in its launch, and it's 322% outperforming Bitcoin, which is interesting. The open network is 190%. Hopefully you have one of these tokens or 2 of these tokens or 3 of these tokens. BitTensor is at 152%, even with that recent drain there. They had a recent hack over there on BitTensor. Jasmine, 226%. I hope that continues because I'm less than 30 days of being a Jasmine owner, but it is good to see that it's been outperforming. Now, we do have double figures, 14%, 80%. But I'm just covering like NEAR's at 85%, but I'm just covering the 3-figure out gaining Bitcoin. There's Floki at 214%, Fetch AI at 190%, Akash in the Cosmos ecosystem at 204%, which is pretty good because you can stake these. I don't think I was staking these. I think I staked XLR and not Akash. I don't have any of these. Where's Fetch AI? There's Fetch at 190%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Missed out on those. So do have Ondo here at 230%, which is nice. And Ondo just hooked up with gosh, they just hooked up with another major player. I forget who it was or who it is. So Ondo, Jasmine, Solana, there's MSOL at 290%. Where is Solana? Oh, Solana at 263%. So 1, 2, 3. It's pretty good. We have 3. Hopefully you guys have some there, just so you know. Just so you'll know. All right, so let's go over Flare. Did you guys know that adding collateral in the Flare ecosystem is very, very can be very, very lucrative. Can be very, very lucrative. Where's my my docs? Yeah, it can be very, very lucrative. I was looking over some of the docs here on Flare at docs.flare.network, looking at the FSS system, looking at minting. But providing collateral is going to be a pretty cool deal. Where am I at here? This is minting, FSS minting, but I wanted some collateral. I was reading over this. This is really, really good stuff. For providing collateral, you're going to get fees from the people that are minting, which I think is really, really interesting. So here's collateral. FSS collateral is locked in contracts that ensure the minted FSS can always be redeemed for the underlying assets they represent or compensated by collateral. Along with Flare's native FLR, any governance-approved ERC20 token on the Flare blockchain can be used. It says any governance-approved ERC20 on the Flare blockchain can be used as collateral, which is interesting because right now it's just CPT, but what else will it be when layer cake gets going on? Interesting. So collateral types, two types of collateral: secured F assets, that's security F asset, vault collateral and pool collateral. It tells you what vault collateral is and pool collateral. Pool collateral, when the price of the vault collateral changes in such a way that the vault cannot fully back the minted assets, a liquidation mechanism ensures F assets are burned to restore these balances. The pool collateral provides an additional source of backing for situations when the price fluctuates too rapidly for liquidations to correct the imbalance. Pool collateral is always native FLR tokens, or in parentheses, Songbird tokens on the Songbird network, and can be used as an additional source of collateral for liquidations and failed redemptions. Providers, let me read this. Anyone can participate in the FSS system by providing native tokens to this pool. In return, providers receive collateral pool tokens, these CPTs, as proof of their share of native tokens they provided to a specific pool from a specific agent. These CPTs are ERC20 tokens specific to the agent and a pool. Providers can redeem them for FLR or even transfer or trade them after a governance-defined time period has elapsed since they entered the pool. So in other words, you get paid, you get these fees for providing collateral. And I like that. Part of the minting process, users pay a minting fee, right? So why do you want to mint? You want to mint to get some utility of your asset for sure. You definitely want to, I definitely want to do that. I want to mint some Bitcoin. I'm going to mint some XRP for sure, and see what I can't do in the overall ecosystem with that stuff. So providers are naturally only entitled to the minting fees accrued after they've entered the pool. So these CPTs are going to be really, really good. And you're going to be able to use them. They're going to build a secondary market to sell and trade, which I really, really like. But the idea that you're going to get this collateral token is going to be useful as a utility token, earning rewards, fees, is massive for me. So I will definitely be providing collateral in this ecosystem of FLR for sure. I don't know what amount, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, who knows? But I will definitely be participating in this because the goal for sure is being able to provide cash flow for being in an ecosystem, right? Leveraging the wind moon and then being able to create passive income in an ecosystem, right? Or in an economy, like they used to say, like they like to say in Flare. So transferable and locked collateral ratio. This is really, really good. So just understand that when you're providing collateral, if you choose to provide collateral, it is going to be, the CPT is going to be, I think, what they call multifaceted, allowing you to do a bunch of different things. And so will your SFLR as well. If you participate on Scepter and have it staked, you're going to get these SFLR and you'll be able to leverage that as well. The most important thing, I think, with Flare and rewarding you for active participation, whether it be minting F assets, whether it be providing FLR tokens, Flare tokens, is it's within the ecosystem that I like, but it also gives you utility to use as well. Use the CPT token, use the FLR token. And I think with Scepter, you get the SFLR. I think you're still going to get your delegation rewards, which is pretty cool. I have not used Scepter, but I do think that is the case, which is really, really cool as well. Their ecosystem at Flare, they really thought out a lot of things, and they really thought about, in my opinion, I feel like they had the retail user in mind. some ecosystems, it's kind of not, it's kind of the other way around. But I feel like FLR has always had the retail end user in mind. And I think that is massively, massively important. So we're going to mint and redeem because, you know, there's a shot that you'll get some retro active retro rewards for participating in the minting and redeeming. You know, it's all the minting redeeming is right now. It's just test stuff. It's just test. It's on constant or constant 2. It's just test stuff. And they're going to reward you for just testing it. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good deal, Crawfish, don't you? So I have been doing it every day. Let me, you got to have your buy first wallet to do it. Let me put this in. I always put this in the chat just in case. Let me put that. Constant dash F asset dash mint dash demo. That's a bunch. Dot FLR dot rocks. FLR rocks is pretty clever. And Bifrost wallet. Okay. Bifrost wallet, pull that thing out. You got to go to the bottom right icon, which is like the gear settings icon, and click on that. And then you want to go to advanced. You want to go to advanced, and you want to turn on developer mode. You want to turn on developer mode. So Bifrost wallet, bottom right icon, that gear icon, hit that. Then scroll down to advanced. Hit advanced and then scroll down and find the developer mode and turn that developer mode on. Just mouse it over, click on it, it'll mouse over. You'll be able to mint redeem from there. I just put the website in there for those who may be following along. But let's see, I have been on a little redeeming spree, so I'm going to redeem first. You know what? Before I do that, you can get your test XRP here by clicking on this link. And you can get your CFLR, which you'll need some CFLR by clicking here. And so you can see you have an XRP address and you have an FLR address, okay? You have them both. Now, I got some extra XRP earlier today, about 3 hours ago. Let's see if I can get some more test XRP. I don't know if they have a 24-hour limit or not. I always get them confused. I believe the FLR, the CFLR, is 24 hours. Yeah, so I don't, it's not 24 hours because I just got some of this earlier today. So there's BitHump letting you know what's good. There it is, it's loading. Tells you your test XRP is now 921, which is cool. And you refresh if you don't see the 921, you can refresh it. It usually takes a few seconds to update. There's a 921. All right, so let's now redeem, and then I'm going to mint and then redeem again. It's going to just do 3 lots of 60 XRP, so obviously 1 lot is 20. Hit next, and hopefully I don't have to disconnect and reconnect the wallet. We'll see. Yep. I gotta disconnect and reconnect. I thought I did that with you guys. Let's go connect. Connect your Bifrost wallet. Now let's try and redeem again. And the reason why I'm doing this with you guys is just to, you know, just to remind us all that if we going to be true utility maxis, you want to participate in an ecosystem that is providing utility to the asset that you hold. Some people let others just do the work and then they just reap the rewards. And then there's some of us who actually participate. All right, so this says it usually takes 30 seconds. I'll probably refresh that and let that happen. Let me get back to the chat. See what's going on, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button. If you didn't do so on the way in, no worries. Just hit that like button. Collapse the chat, hit that like button, and come back and hang out for sure. Big fan of Jupiter Exchange and what they got going over there with the team over there. They do calls, I feel like once or twice a week. The Jupe planetary call. It feels like an ecosystem around the Jupiter Exchange that is about the end user, the retail user, and I like that. Really, really do like that for sure. I use the Jupiter Exchange all the time. And also, I think, I don't know, generous with their airdrops and just retail focus, wanting the retail people to win. And I think that's important. I really, really do think that's important. Okay, let me change this here. Very important. Okay. Yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. Also, by the way, if you've been hanging out, listening to, watching the Crypto Seas, and you have enjoyed those hangouts, we got like a 45% to 50% of people that are hanging out and listening and haven't subscribed to the channel. If you've been enjoying the hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. We would love to get that number down from 50% down to like 25% or so. That would be super, super duper cool. All right, let me go back here. Hydro's in the building. What's going on? Could not get that. Hydro says, could not get Wallet Connect to work. Even tried a different browser. Someone said something about clearing the cache on your Bifrost wallet. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, you go to advanced. Someone said try clearing the cache, Hydro, on your Bifrost wallet. Let's see if that works. All right, let's go here. I'm going to refresh this now. I've been getting that stuck with spinning when I redeem a bunch. That says 840. I didn't pay attention. 60. Was it 780? I didn't really pay attention. Let me redeem again. It says 840 this time. Let me see. In other words, I want to make sure that that redemption did in fact happen. I got to look at the balance, 921 there. Redeem. Yeah, try clearing that cache, Hydro. Hopefully that will work. Give that some time. Did I want to go over any other one? No, I don't want to go. But definitely go to docs.flare.network and just learn as much as you really possibly can about what's going on over there. In layman terms, it just feels like a nice flywheel for retail active participation. Active participation is going to be massively beneficial, whether it's just minting the assets, whether it's providing collateral, whether you're just staking, whether you're wrapping and delegating. It's just big time rewards for it says this process may take up to 15 minutes as well. So got 30 seconds. If it takes longer, the agent might be unresponsive, causing your redemption to default. In such cases, the process may take up to 15 minutes. So just know that. If you have another browser and this website up, I bet you I could do no, I don't know if I could. I wonder if I could do a mint on a different browser. I wonder. Let's see. Different browser. I'm just trying all kind of stuff. I wonder what's this capsule wallet? Let's see if I can. Before no. So it didn't come up. See, let's try minting. 780. So that redemption worked. No agents available. Bummer. Nope, no Asiansville. So it didn't matter. But the 780 it went down to 780, so the redemption did work with the refresh. It did work one more time. And then we'll do a Gnosis Global. I think we'll do a Gnosis. I don't know, but yeah. Well, let's do Deem again. For lots. It'll be 80. Confirm. There that is there. Let me see. Let me get into the chat here. Active participation pays. Hey, we're talking about in FLR networks and the ecosystem, bringing utility to the asset XRP. Wouldn't you want to help out with that and testing that? Wouldn't you want to help out on that? Wouldn't you want to share it if you had a YouTube channel? If you had a YouTube channel that covers the asset XRP, wouldn't you want to share that to your community? Wouldn't you want to share that? I don't know. I think you would want to share that that's available and you can test and you can help out. Wouldn't you want to share that with your users? I don't see that happening in the XRP entertaining content creator space. I don't see it happening. And that's a shame. It really, really is a shame. Because people complain about there's nothing useful. There's nothing useful. That's what they complain about. There's no useful stuff. But they don't want to help test out the stuff that brings utility to the asset. That's odd to me. That's strange to me that would go on. Very, very strange. You know, talking more about link to and uphold is odd to me. Just strange, very strange to me. Than you do about FLR Network and the utility that it's bringing to XRP holders for their asset XRP. Strange. All right, let me go back. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate that. Gary says, great stream. See, I have to refresh each time. But let's see if this goes down to 700. Yeah, it's down to 700. So the redeeming is working. There's no, the agents are all busy. The F asset agents are all busy there. They're all freaking busy. Gary, I appreciate you checking in, friend. And then we got the testnet.dex. Testnet.dex.enosis.global. Here as well, which is I'm getting more and more excited about this and what they got going on over here. You got to be a little familiar with how to provide liquidity over here, and you got to know the differences between well, let me go back here. Let's just go here. Let's go. Let me copy this address for you guys so you'll have it. What's going on here? Come on. Copy that. I'll put this in here for you guys. Can't get to an open laptop. Oh, bummer. Jason Herb's in the building. How are you, bro? That's why I listen to you, man. You found a niche. Keep it up. A niche. Keep it up. Very informative. Thank you, bro. Thanks for checking in, Jason. I appreciate you. Oh, you're connected to the Bifrost wallet. Okay. Did you try, how did the Clan the Cache thing, did that work in your Bifrost wallet? Hydro? Hi. So there's you did try it, okay. Oh, the bookmark. You tried that bookmark. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how that would work if it's not connecting. That's a bummer that I wouldn't connect. You would think that would connect. Yeah, that's a bummer. Other than signing in and out of the app, I'm not sure what else would work, Hydro. I'm not sure what else would work. So on this testnet for Enosis, this is test again. This is testnet stuff. It's testnet stuff, okay? So do I want to get some more CFLR? Yeah, let's get some more CFLR. Constant 2. All right, so I'm going to disconnect. Work? Yeah, that worked. And I gave it a website, testnet.dex.enosis, ENOSYS.global. Testnet.dex.enosis, which is ENOSYS.global. Just connect your wallet and you got some choices there. Don't know much about Pontum Wallet. I keep saying it, but I don't know much. But they also got Wallet Connect in case you got some other odd wallets. And you can use your MetaMask. I'm using my staking and farming MetaMask. So says I got to switch from Constant 2 to FLR Constant Testnet. All right, so there it is. I'm there. And you need some CLFR because I don't know. Why does that say, oh, connected to the wrong wallet? That's not good. Let me change it in MetaMask first. Change it to that wallet and disconnect. Connect. MetaMask connect to the right wallet here. I didn't even notice that. That's the one I want to stake in. So you want some CFLR, right? And there's a couple of little, tricks you can do. You can copy this to get some more CFLR. Again, I don't know about the faucets. It's probably somewhere where the faucet is. Products, Clover, Dex. So what I do is I get my wallet address, go down here, copy my wallet address here, and I go back to the FLR testnet thing. And he says here, you see how it says get your CFLR here? And that works. You gotta makes you have to change it to Constant 2. And you put that address in here. I think that's how that works. You have received funds too recently? Well, I didn't receive any funds recently. What? That's not accurate. Let me try this. I haven't got CFLR. Wow, maybe it wasn't 24 hours. Maybe it wasn't 24 hours. Anyway, so let's go back. And let me make sure that, let me refresh this. But that's a way to get some CFLR. Yeah, 192 CFLR now. That's the way to do it. So any case, you go to liquidity. You'll see the 4 or 5 liquidity pairs here. says I have 3 active positions, which is really, really cool. I don't know what a lot of these things are. Test Songbird, test Dust, whatever, but it's all test stuff. Just know that. Just know that it is just test stuff. So I'm going to enter a new liquidity pool. I'm going to do this constant flare and this X5. 1,000. No, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this WXDC and C flare. WXDC. So, which means I'm going to need some WXDC in addition to the CFLR that I have, right? So, that's the pool that I want to get into. So I'm going to swap some CFLR for some WXDC. WXDC, change this to CFLR. See that there? And just pick an amount of your CFLR that you want to, don't really matter. I do 20. I've been doing really low amounts, trying to get a hold of something, but I don't want to do too much. Let's do 30. So swap 30 of the CFLR for some WXDC. And hit swap. Again, this is all tests, guys. This is all tests. You just want to get familiar with the steps, the buttons to click and the different steps. And then you want to level up how you provide liquidity, right? Because it's not just a matter of just punching some buttons. There's some rules to winning in liquidity pools. If you don't know those rules, you're not going to win in liquidity pools. You're just going to be pushing buttons and losing money. So it's important to understand how to win in liquidity pools. Huge. All right, so I'm going to hit confirm. Successfully swap. And since that message came out, let me refresh. Remember, this is all test net stuff, guys. So don't worry about if things don't immediately show and all that kind of stuff like that. All right, so CFLR, there it is. So I got 0.01 something. That's not right. I want XDC. Yeah, I got 0.27 XDC, right? So that's pretty cool. Then you can go back to the liquidity pools, and you can see I already have 3 active positions. So I'm going to make it a 4th one. So I'm going to click that and add some liquidity. Now, this position strategy is very, very nice. Can't wait for this stuff to go live. They have an aggressive, they have a conservative, depending upon your liking. They have a full, which is a very, very simple, easier one to do, especially if they make some correlation tools available. And hopefully, they will have some correlation tools available so that you can track how the assets in the liquidity pool are tracking or moving. You want them moving with each other, not against each other. All right, so full and then custom, where you set your ranges and stuff. So but before we do that, we got to probably get test. Let's see here. If I do this balance, oh man, 0.27, it auto-populates the CFLR. It says 25. But I'm going to have to approve the spending of WXDC. So let me approve that first. MetaMask should pop up here in a second. Approve that spend. And it says here, updated, you can create a position now. But my thing is, now that it's approved, let me see if I can create a conservative, like, let's see. Yeah, see, it's conservative. See how the range changed? It's a more conservative range, which I really like. And then you got aggressive. You see how the range shrunk in? Tighter range. This is for the prices here. This is the price of the asset. And you always, it's the base asset. So it's always the first assets, which will be XDC. So I'm going to do a conservative range. So that's set. And I'm going to create a position. which I love. I love this aggressive conservative. I love it. Good job, boys. Over at Enosis, good job. Taking a page out of maybe it's Turbos that does something similar to this as well, and Sui with Sui. But so there it is there. This is an NFT representation of your position that you just created. That's the amount of liquidity you put in, 25 cents, a whole whopping 25 cents. There's fees and stuff like that, right? This tells you the price range that you've set. Can you change that? No. It says 89 to 134 per wrapped XDC. They should probably have that the other way around. But in any case, this is good. Now you see here, there's a little in range. Holy moly. You see the in range is nice. And hopefully what they'll get is some kind of notification about being out of range. You know, being able to be sent to your phone or email. That would be really, really nice. That's what I have, so that you notice you're out of range and you can rebalance, if you will. You can learn a little technique on rebalancing by joining our Patreon and learn how to rebalance as well. Patreon.com/golf whiskey mastermind for sure. But I like this increase your liquidity and decrease your liquidity. Love it. Love it. Nice work, boys. So this is good. Increase and decrease. In range is awesome. Hopefully, again, they'll eventually get to a point where they can notify you when you're out of range, which would be really, really cool. Now, incentive rewards. So you're going to be incentivized to participate in providing liquidity. Who knows what that was probably going to come from the foundation at FLR, something like that. But then there's the fees that you get for people coming in the pool and out of the pool. Where was the fees for coming in and out of these pools? Does it say here? Oh, 1%. It's 1% fee. 1% fee to go in, 1% fee to leave. So that's really, really cool. Good job, guys. I like. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now let me go back to liquidity. Let me check my positions that I'm in. See, am I in range still? Am I out of range? What's going on? What's good? In range. In range, which is cool because I believe 2 of these 3 are actually custom ranges. So let's go to the first one, see if I earned anything with my 7 cents and my 17 cents and my 90 cents stuff. Got some rewards, 0.12 rewards, TRTX2. Yeah. So there are no fees, obviously. Again, I don't know about a faucet. I wish I knew if there was a faucet to get more stuff, right? The faucet, you should be able to get more tokens to provide more liquidity. So that's the first one. Active positions. And we'll look at the second one. This is TSFIN and Wrap Flare in range. I like that they got the fees there too. It's very nice, guys. Very nice. Position status is active. Rewards there. I got some TRTX1 and some TRTX2. Some rewards there. How about that? How about that, fam? How about that? And obviously you hit claim rewards there. You spend some CFLR to do it. Let me see. Let me see here. But again, I don't know where these rewards would show up. Again, I don't know about faucets and all of this stuff and, you know, different tokens and how you put those tokens in a particular wallet or anything like that. But again, this is all testnet stuff. But just understand, incentive rewards might come from Enosis and it might come from Flare for participating in liquidity. So that's cool to see. No fees, obviously, because and, you know, just not providing enough liquidity to get fees, no matter how many times people are coming in and out of this pool. So that's really, really cool. So I just want to give you guys an idea of what that looks like. excited about Enosis. And I'm happy for them that they, turned around some stuff. There was some drama. They were able to rid themselves of the drama and continue to build, and that's kind of stuff. So super excited for them that happened. My stream might mess up because it's raining. Oh, Gary, you don't even know the half. Gary says my man has 100 pages up. You don't my tabs, right? You don't even know the half. Not only do I have these many tabs open on my Opera browser, I have that many open on my freaking Brave browser. and my and my Chrome browser. Now my Chrome browser, I can't do it because if that starts opening up too many stuff, laptop is over, it's done, it's toast, because Chrome just takes up so much. Yes, I have to do it right on the phone. I gotcha. My man has 100 pages up. Yeah, can't get on that. Yeah, so there it is there, guys. Love this, what's going on with FLR and Gnosis. Again, for me, I look at, I haven't been in the ecosystem for a bit. I think that in the digital asset space for a bit, when you can find a next level layer one, right? Blessed to find one. And then if you're able to participate in the early adopters of that next level layer one, there's significant opportunity there. Not guarantees, but significant opportunities. It's no different than Aerodrome on base killing the game. It's just, right? It's just no difference than Velodrome on Optimism killing the game, right? It's just kind of how that stuff kind of works, And if you're fortunate enough, again, to be early, it can be super, super awesome. And 1, 2, or 3 things may or may not come with the token. XD5 futures contract may or may not come with a token. Enosis, I think Enosis kind of has their own token already. I think, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I just don't know. I was in that ecosystem, then the drama happened, and it's been years. So I don't know. I don't know what XFi is. Is their token equals? I don't know their tokens. I don't know. But I don't know if it's XFi or what it is. But being early again can be awesome because these things, they begin to create TVL, get listed on some different places. It can be hugely profitable being early to them. Now, if any of you guys know whether Enosis has a token already, let me know. Because Enosis is really the OG. Kinetic Markets, I don't know if they're going to be very, very similar to Aave and, borrowing lending and have a token associated with them as well. I don't know. But these are the possibilities. And being early, participating actively, whether they be Telegram, Discord, or on the platforms themselves. Again, history has kind of proven out that can be massive. And this is FLR Networks is the next level layer one. Shipping everything in 2024. So we'll see how it handles workload, stress tests, all that kind of stuff. But it is our next level layer one with an amazing ethos to it of true decentralization, true security, and true scalability that I think sets it apart. And I really do believe that they really emphasize the retail user and value that retail user. And so I think that is massive. For me, I think they're gonna build a really, really large, loyal community. I really believe that. They're gonna build a really large, loyal community, and that's what you want. That is what you want, fam. All right, so there it is. There it is there. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and hang out with you guys. Not financial advice, not telling you guys to go out and buy the Jupiter Exchange token, not saying that. I'm happy with what they got going on as the ecosystem. I'm excited that I'm early to it and looking forward to seeing that grow, seeing what it'll look like next alt season, that type of thing. That's kind of where I am, right? And yeah, so it's pretty cool. All right, fam. I'm going to wrap it up. Gary, thanks for hanging out, my friend. Hydro and Jason, I appreciate you checking in, bro. Crawfish, XRP Cookies, I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you, for hanging out, checking in. Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button if you didn't do so on the way in. Please do so on the way out. That would be super, super cool. And again, if you've been hanging out, watching, and listening to Crypto Seas and you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you've been enjoying the hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. You read the Great Taking, right? But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.